This is a cute Indian place just on the shopping street. On the way to ours. Had a very, very lazy day today. Like, I've literally only left the house to go eat some food. But edited a video and figured I'd go check that place out because when we walked past one time, I mentioned to Sophie, we should go there. They look nice. And tonight it felt right. It felt right. I'm just going to go back home and get warm. Talk to the cats a bit more, and tomorrow will be a bit of a longer day. I'm gonna potentially go to Yokohama. Yohji friend Joel has recommended a couple of places out there, but also going into Shibuya to follow up on a couple of shops that I missed. And then Sophie gets back around 8, so then we'll go to dinner. And potentially meet Nick after that, because Nick has taken Friday off. But yeah, heading into our last weekend here, leaving on Tuesday, so no days off. This was the only day off. I was just completely, like, woke up today, let Sophie out because I had to lock the door and all that, and was just like, man, I'm tired. I'm just heavy eyes, body heavy, so I've just been in bed all day editing and hanging out with the cats, and let's hope we're rested better tomorrow. So yeah, time to head back. Good morning. So today, feeling refreshed and ready to go tackle the world. So I've gone past the Famima, had our daily breakfast of vitamin C, protein and famichiki, and now heading, there's I think it's a kindal in like Minami Asagaya that has a top that I want to try, but I'm not sure whether I want to go all the way there because I also need to go to Shibuya and then potentially Yokohama. But you know, let's just have a walk. Let's have a walk and see how we go. Also going to check out a couple of other secondhand shops in Shibuya that I missed, which are, there's another kindal, and there's also one called like Ten Tor, or just called like Tor. Missed them both. Also going back to the GroundY pop-up in case it's still there, because someone's inquired about some earrings. So let's have a day, then hopefully meeting Sophie later. Iko. Alright, let's see what kindal is like in Asagaya, a less popular place to go to, especially for this kind of thing. See how we go. Oh, it's so unlucky. So kindal Asagaya is tiny, very, very small. One person works there. Feels closer to like a little boutique than one of those sort of resale stores. Really nice. They had an 80s Wise for Men coat, as well as bits and pieces of other things. A pair of like really beautiful Dries Van Noten pointed toe, I don't know whether Derby's or Oxfords, but those kind of shoes for like $350. But the piece that I was mainly going there for was this Soshiyotsuki wide kimono breasted, or just kimono shirt. And there's like a picture in a video here, but a lot of their pieces are generally too slim. But the sizing on this one, I'd looked at it online and was like, oh, this should fit me, and it does. However, you can tell that the neck is way too small. It's supposed to be like stupidly wide and oversized on a smaller person, so you can actually button it up, but can button it all the way up. The last button just looks obviously incorrect, which is a bit sad. But the feature of this top is that it has these strings that hang off at different points throughout, and then with those you can tie the shirt and like cross it over and adjust the silhouette of the fit, which is really, really neat. It's one of like their signature pieces, but this is a wide version of it compared to the, I guess, more regular sized ones. But on my body, because I am a lot wider, you aren't really able to do that. But it was nice to put it on, it was nice to touch it. How cool are the tags for this label? They're just, so nice. But maybe one day we'll find a piece of theirs that'll actually fit. But for now we're going to Shibuya. Okay, back in Shibuya, outside of the mess that is Sentagai, heading towards the Kindle, and then we'll go check out Parko and such. I genuinely didn't know that Tokyu Hands rebranded to just Hands. It's kind of interesting. I feel like Tokyu Hands was, the Tokyu part was part of the identity it had, but such is things succumbing to making logos more boring. Like, look at that. Yeah. It's actually really sad. Anyway, Tokyu Hands is really, really awesome. It's like levels and levels and levels of art supplies and crafts. This area of Shibuya, I used to come a bunch because there was I think there's a Saizeria over here, or there at least was, and a couple of live music venues up yonder where the camera's pointing. But I think on our left we should have there it is, Saizeria. Open 24/7. Now I have to figure out where this Kindle is, so time to check my phone. Turns out we completely overshot it, so let's go to Tentao first. Here's this like cute little spot where I used to go to a bar here a bunch. I don't know what you'd call this area, but I'm gonna quickly take a photo of this sign over here. It's like record stores. Rockaholic is down here. Really good spot if you're into, I guess, heavier music and stuff. You can request tunes, and it's open till 5 a.m. every day. So like, why not, right? Rhythm Cafe, here we go. I was trying to point out a place that I came here the first time. That's like potentially the first bar I ever came to in Tokyo. Ooh, I'm puffed today. Montbel, of which I was shocked to find out that it's not a French brand. It's Japanese. Okay, where is this place? Again, I'm lost. Where are you, Tento? It's here. It's where I am. How do I find the entry to this place? Oh, it's further up, I think. Or is it over here? I don't know where this place is. I'm an idiot. It's right here. Just been like wandering around lost. 4th floor. Off we go. I've always wanted to try this on. And there's also the buttons are all different. It's so cool. I can wear it open, but I definitely can't close it. Oh, sad. Bye bye, Tor. That place is amazing. That's a definite add to a list here. A lot of yohji, a lot of com, among other things. The shoe selection, not great, but I suppose it's not the point. But everything there is just really, really cool. Got to try on that multiple zips jacket. It was in a size 4, so I was thinking, oh, size 4 should be fine. Size 4 should be great, and it can put it on, but I can't. Like, closing it, I'm just a bit too plump. I think that's just like, it's just such an issue with so many clothes here that just a lot aren't gonna fit. That's what makes it difficult for me. I think for most other people, it's gonna be just fine, but like I guess I just need to lose a lot of weight to enjoy putting on more clothes. Really, really cool little shop though. Lots of like key pieces displayed on the walls. Filmed a little bit, not too much. I'm trying to get a bit confident, but trip's ending as well. Definitely check that place out. You will not regret it. It's windy. This key ring's really cool. Like cool. This looks like the main character's hoodie. I hadn't noticed, but the shirts all have this rear cube on them that you can barely see. Even the t-shirts have it sort of debossed into them. Here's with the coat, but again the shoulders are small. It is very, very cool though. And I love this detail. There's also a few GroundY pieces, because I think a lot of stuff just sold out. The one that stands out to me is this. It looks like two things, but they're actually sewn into each other with the crepe de chine outer and then this cotton cardigan on the inside. It looks really neat. You can hopefully see the difference between the shiny and like the more muted. And some cool things, wrap pants, sorry, three-way skirt pants. The circle pants, balloon pants, the vibes. And so it's early and I'm the only person in this restaurant here in the bottom of Shibuya Parko. But this is a vegan izakaya called Masaka that a couple of friends swore by here when they were staying, so let's try it out. Alright, so we got soup, karage, gyoza, rice, some pickles, or potentially mushrooms, I'm not sure. Look at our sauce. Let's eat. How good, right? What a spread. I suppose at lunch it's just set menu. So I had this one. It's like $13.50. But if you come in the evening, you can get like a single serving of dishes. But yeah, vegan izakaya. Kinda wish. I wish it wasn't in a shopping center, but them's the breaks. Them's the breaks. Good recommendation. Check it out. Alright, that's Parko round 2 done. I've also noticed that there's so many people at the moment wearing this. It's a coach jacket that on the back has all these like different designs laid on itself. It's a print, not a like embroidery or anything. And then it just says like 5 years of, and have put 2 and 2 together. It's the brand that in Harajuku, they've got a pop-up now that had a huge line of people going into this like archway where you can't actually see inside, but it's like a local brand, I guess, called Zutomayo, and these are the coach jackets commemorating like 5 years of their label, I suppose. And I see people everywhere wearing these, which is funny because I don't see people wearing anything else by them unless their clothes are just not branded. But it's funny seeing like in a city of so many people what pieces you recognize a lot. And I genuinely think that it's more stuff like that kind of trendier type things that I see a lot more of compared to, you know, I mean, you wouldn't expect it, so it's not a surprise, but the avant-garde stuff you don't really see. Like, you see very, very few people, and when you do see them, they are very, very obviously standing out from the rest. So even though there's a lot more styles here and a lot more things people are doing, some of the things you might think might have extensive popularity are actually pretty niche to begin with. But I suppose in, like, you know, a city of tens of millions of people, what can you expect? Alright, Kindle is somewhere here in the midst of this. I just keep missing it. So wish me luck. I feel like such an idiot. I've walked past this place so many times. Here we go. I think we're gonna head for 3rd floor. I'm trying things on. Found the Black Scandal staff shirt. Let's go. 08 long coat with these beautiful lapel details. This is a very Joel coat. Oh, this fits. I'm surprised that this fits. It's like those details under the brown. It's so dark. Right, that Kindle it's caused a lot of issues for me. The lighting was terrible in the change room, and the guy working there wasn't the friendliest. Like, I came out of the change room and he just was like, "Give me all the clothes," and I was like, "Oh, okay." Anyway, enough about him. I tried on this 08, autumn winter 08 coat that Joel really likes, and it fit me pretty well. Buttoning it up, it kind of feels a bit weird, but it doesn't feel like it's small. The shoulders fit fine, the length is wild, it's longer at the back than it is at the front. Kind of like a tail on a tux. That's the kind of vibe that it has. Really, really cool. I also found Black Scandal, black on black zip staff shirt, which is the last staff shirt on my search list of collecting all the staff shirts that I want. That's the one that I want. And the price is about the same as all the other ones I've seen. So again, tried that one on. It wasn't very good over this shirt, but like with the other staff shirts, they're not always like a great layer over shirts already. I guess they're not staff coats, right? They're staff shirts, so that kind of makes sense. It'd be easier to fit it over, say, a tee or a singlet. It would fit way nicer as something like that. But it's cool. It's got a double zip and then the black on black print on the back that says 2020 in French, Printemps été. Black Scandal. Love the black on black. It's really, really cool. And then also a pair of, I actually had them, I did a video on these, the triple zip combat boots. But these in a size 5. But the color was really bizarre. It's like a mix between black and purple. Or maybe it was like the patina on the leather had just gone beautiful. Like they looked so nice. I mean, obviously a bit used, but so much nicer than they would brand new. Yeah, and also tried on a pair of Isemiyaki Omplacé pleats because I've not tried on the men's ones before. And I was worried that the waist, because the waist is basically the same in all of them, and they fit just fine. They were a size 3, so with Ise pleats, the men's at least, the sizing basically is just the length of the piece itself. So these were a size 3 and they kind of stacked a tiny bit. I would prefer it if they sort of just stopped around my ankles, but they still fit beautifully. They're so comfortable. I can see why so many people like them. But again, things I just don't really need. That coat is incredible. I did film a video. It's not very good. But I'm just trying to think of like situations where I would wear such a coat, because it's just, yeah, I don't know. It's not a super warm coat either, which is a good thing. It's not very heavy. We're gonna have to come back. Like, we haven't even been to the flagship stores yet, so this is difficult. Our boys. We love our boys. Let's go see if we can find a pop-up somewhere in here. I went to the top of that building to where you had to pay to go in, and then I was like, I'm not paying 1,500 yen to go to the observation deck, and came down through all the floors, and I never saw what the Stray Kids pop-up was supposed to be. There's apparently supposed to be goods and stuff being sold. Is the pop-up just decorations and the fact that they're playing their songs all throughout the place? Because it's also at 109 over there, and Sophie went to 109 the other day and said the same thing, that it was covered in Stray Kids posters, but no actual like space where they had bits and pieces. So I have no idea what the pop-up is and what it signifies. What's the point? So I went back to Modescape as well, looked at the Black Scandal pants again, and I'm having this real like issue here, and it's such a first world privileged problem to have, where like we're going into this no-buy for 2024, and I just can't really find anything that I feel justifies spending money on it. Like, I wanted to come here and buy something really cool, like some really cool stuff. And I've got a couple of cool things, like the heeled boots and this Iranissa coat that serve purposes in the in the wardrobe, but when I look at other things and try them on and think about, okay, what can this do in my wardrobe? I feel like so many things need to just replace other things. Like, I have shirts that I want to get, and with those shirts then I need to be like, okay, well then there's no reason having this shirt anymore, or like getting the coat from before at Kindle. If I got that coat, then I would have to get rid of another coat, because then what's the point of having just an extra coat? Like, I'm not going to be wearing all these coats. Do you know what I mean? So I'm finding it difficult because I see so many great and amazing things here that it would be so cool to have. But what's the point of having them when there's already so much in the wardrobe to appreciate and work with? It's difficult. It feels like a one in, one out kind of thing. And perhaps that's a policy that might be worth thinking about post no buy, in whether or not it's worth just, if in future I get something, then it needs to replace something if it cannot be a wholly unique piece. So that's just me. Like, I'm struggling. Like, I'm going back to a couple of these stores to look at things again, and I was talking to Jazz before and saying that, well, look, if I change my mind before end of the year, I can always buy these things online, because all these stores have online presence with all their items, so I can just buy them through there. And the versions online are post discounts and everything too, which is really, really handy. But otherwise, it's like, I'm just going to be sending back a bunch of coats, and I already have these coats in my wardrobe, and a couple that I've been trying to sell it with no luck, and it's just, yeah, I don't know. I'm finding it difficult. It's really lovely looking at everything and trying things on and building up like a mental wardrobe, but otherwise in terms of buying, it's less exciting. I kind of wish I was doing it for someone else, or for like a wardrobe to use for styling purposes or archive purposes. That would be really fun, because then you're like, yeah, let's load up. But for personal, think like smaller is better, and so something really has to be like, oh my goodness, which was that zip coat, but zip blazer, zip jacket, whatever you want to call it, but it didn't fit. It's tough.
That's because you film people.
Because of course, when you head into Shibuya, you run into people you know. Right into a new friend, Miguel, who we met on the weekend.
How's it going?
At the club. A new friend, Stephan, went to Kindle, where you've just ended up with like multiple items of clothing.
He grabbed the bag. Ladies and gentlemen, he grabbed the bag. We got some yohji, we got some Daiwa Pier 39, classic fishing brand, converted into a techwear brand, Warpcore. Now, we're going to Seibu to go to the real OG yohji head spot, because all the real OG heads, they go to Seibu, they don't go to Aoyama, they don't go to Isetan, especially not Isetan, because that's where all of they put all the ora-ora-kei people. I don't know how to explain ora-ora-kei. It's like they're like, the most rambunctious employees are put in Isetan because of the high turnover of people who pass by Isetan. So they have to put like the most aggressive salespeople in Isetan. However, they put the most OG and respected guys in Seibu, because that's the prestigious spot. So we're about to head there now.
Well, there you go. That's the tip. That's the tip we didn't know.
That's the tip. If you like yohji, you have to go to Seibu.
Where is the Seibu?
It's over there. Like, let's illegally cross here. Let's break some rules. We'll go over there now.
First Rick, how you feeling?
Oh, finally. Babby's first Rick. Let's go.
Oh, the Seibu? Oh, this is the Seibu. Okay.
This is the Seibu, yeah.
So right by where Loft is. Okay.
So you see the Loft? Go to the Seibu.
Yeah, just been vlogging this trip, which has been fun. But also, I don't know, remembering what I've been up to.
Don't take the stairs, we're not getting there. We're on time constraints.
We're on time constraints. I've got to be in Koenji.
We don't go in there right now.
Is it worth coming back and having a walk around?
No, definitely not. Only this, only this. There's nothing else in here except this.
Well, here it is.
This is a real deal, you know? Come here, pick up the wool 100. You get what you need, you know?
Wow.
Oh, they do, huh?
I think so if it's like a... I think it's like a type of denim.
Oh, really?
Maybe.
Oh, yeah. Damn, this is...
It's just like the way it's like colored and finished is so interesting.
These are sick, man. It's not bad. The material, yeah.
Okay, Seibu Yohji store. Just a couple of clips from there. We were basically in and out because I got to go meet Sophie. Small, but there was nobody else there, so it's a really chill spot to look at everything. Everything was sort of lined up as like jewelry, mainline, regulation. How do I forget the other one? Produce. So definitely worth looking at. And as Miguel said, it's way more chill than the Aoyang, but I guess it's not a flagship, so it depends whether you just want to be at the flagship or you want to like check out some clothes. But how fun. Just standing in the ragtag earlier, I was like, is that Miguel? Just recognized like the hair and had a chat and hang with them. How nice. Like, it really has brightened the day a lot. I mean, not like I was having a bad day, but you know, running into pals always makes things more fun. Now going to meet Sophie in Koenji or Shinjuku to go to Koenji to go eat. But let's continue. You can't escape the Christmas songs. I've been killing time in Nakano Broadway. I had a big ice cream in one of my hands, so I couldn't really film, and then I bought some gifts. A friend for Jazz, a gift for Jazz, as they wanted the Vogue issue of the January issue of Vogue that has XG on the cover, and then a gift for my sister. Because there's a magazine here called Popeye, a magazine for city boys, which is just, I don't know, magazine stuff, it's just so cool here. Like, I really want to get a subscription to one, but I don't know, it just talks about fashions and things to do. I think there was another one, whether it was Popeye or Brutus, similar type of magazine, that it was the girlfriend issue, and it was all like places to go and dates with your girlfriend and things to do with your girl. It's really like sweet, and the designs and stuff in there and the pictures and the layout are really cool. But anyway, this issue of Popeye is themed like youth movie culture. So it's got, I think the movie's called Ghost World on the front. I haven't seen Ghost World, but inside it's just like ranking movie protagonists from all these things, like maps of schools from all these old school movies, and just like really great drawings and diagrams and lists of movie culture. It's like a one-off issue, and kind of want to browse it before hand it over. It'd be cool to find some scans though, because it's really, really neat. Anyway, bought some more things. I also got some insoles for my shoes, and so I'm wearing them in now and doing my best. And I managed that interaction all in Japanese and did my best. But also, look who's back.
I couldn't decide, so I bought both.
Very good. How was Nikko?
It was very cold but good. There was almost like no tourists there at all, so...
Except for you.
Except for me.
Did you go to Beams?
Go to what? No. Oh no, we did go to Beams. It was closing, but they let us in anyway.
Why are you wearing the cursed earrings?
Because I wanted to see what would happen.
Can you explain the curse?
Oh my god, what happened? I can't even remember. My head hurts. What happened? Yeah, so I bought these like the day before I left. They have a kamon, which is like a Japanese family seal on them. And then in Nikko, is it Nikko? No, in like Kinugawa Onsen, which is in the middle of absolutely fucking nowhere. Went to like some random small restaurant run by a family, and they had a decoration with this on the wall, and we were like, oh, is that just a decoration or is that your family seal? And they were like, no, that's our family seal. And we were like, oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, I wonder how many family seals there are in Japan. So we Google it, and there are 25,000. So out of the 25,000, I have the earrings of that family, apparently.
Were they happy to see you?
Yes. They didn't seem that impressed, but...
I mean, I would have been
Then we
impressed.
decided that it is a curse, I think, maybe.
And you've decided to just continue wearing them then? Alright. If you don't see me again, I've been cursed. And you heard it here first. We're gonna go to eat. We're in Nakano, as I've literally said so many times. Have a look. This is sort of around where we were with Leela the other night. But here is the bar that we tried to go to that was closed the other night, but tonight it's open. Same as the other one, it's Duke 80s, but this one is the J-pop City Pop one. Right there. So that's arguably, potentially the more fun one. Good times. We're going to Torikizoku. You'll know what it is. Very, very easy to process. Izakaya. Cheap, easy, delicious. Second floor. Let's go. And non-smoking, because we tried to go to one before, walked out of the lift and it was just smoking.
Really long.
It's pretty straightforward. You just order everything through the touchscreen menu. And you please enjoy.
I got the shuriken.
Please be careful, that's a weapon. Ooh, hato.
Oh my god, it's not even in here. Oh, it is.
Let's go. Yes. So here we have first dishes. Oh, I guess they get served in things of two. So pretty cheap. It's like 380 yen per plate, which is, I don't know, we're paying more than that for just one in Australia. So. Oishiso. Sophie was in such a rush to get out of there.
Oh.
Just to eat her melon tongue. The things people do. Give us a close-up.
You know, let me bite it again.
Num.
It looks flat, but it's actually good.
Yum yum. Torikizoku was good. It's always good. We had actually quite a bit of food, and it was $50 between both of us. We both had a drink. I had 2 drinks. Sophie had a drink. So yeah, price is absolutely right. If you want to get a cheap feed, an easy feed, a reliable feed. We are here with our drumming friends. Zannen. Okay, I've never seen one of these, but it's an insect vending machine.
They're dehydrated.
Giant cricket, phoenix worms, cicadas,
You can just eat them.
mixed bugs, scorpions, tarantulas, water bugs. Just a mix. Bamboo worms, rhino beetles. Eh? This is interesting. Some salt for the crickets. You can choose where the cricket comes from. Yamanashi, Yamagata, Nihonmatsu, Saitama Ransan. Very good. Very good.